Hey guys, and welcome to Gaming Time. So today I thought I would speak about my settings for BDO, just to show you guys kind of what I'm running with. It gives a very smooth gameplay. I'm very happy with the settings I've currently got, and I thought, you know what, let me share my settings with you guys, show you everything that I'm using. So hopefully this video helps you guys, and if it does, please leave a like on the video, and if it doesn't, then sorry, nothing I can do about that. Anyways, let's get into it. First thing you want to do is head on to settings. Okay, so we're going to start one by one just to show you kind of everything that I'm running. So first things first, we go to performance. I'm currently running high. I get 74, 75 frames per second, which is not where I wanted to be much higher, obviously, but it runs perfectly smooth on that. And you know, I think I'll just leave it on that. So on texture quality, I'm running high. Graphics, I can run it on ultra high, very high, but I feel like if I run it on medium, it runs so much smoother and the performance just is great with that. So I will leave it, personally I leave it on medium. You can choose whatever you want, that's up to you. High-end graphics, I don't put anything. Anti-analyzing, I put FXAA. Underneath it, realistic shadows, it's up to you. I leave it on, doesn't really make much of a difference. Display filter, off. Far away objects, off. Depth of field, that's up to you, but I personally leave that off. Hit effect, I leave that off because, you know what, I just don't want any more distractions and I don't want my screen to shake and do all this funny things when I'm playing the game. But that's up to you. Snow buildup, that's up to you. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It says the snow slowly melts away upon entering combat zones while it builds up in safe zones. I'm guessing when you go into combat zones, the snow melts away. What can I say? I don't know about that, so I just leave it as that, and I don't feel like it does anything because look, if I have to switch it off, apply, it made zero difference. I'm still getting 75 frames per second, as you see here, 74, 75 on the top right hand corner. So I personally, it doesn't really matter, I'll just leave it on. Optimization, I leave it on 20. Upscales, not applied. Lower power options, I switch that off. Attack decisions on. Miss effects on. Performance optimization on. Effect optimizations on. Now on effect optimizations, I would have prioritized it on performance, but I feel like you get a nice zone, a nice feeling when you leave it just under the O, basically. Yeah, just under the on. That's where I get like the best. For me, it doesn't really matter too much, but this is what I would run with. 30. Hide other adventurers, I leave that off. Okay, next thing we'll go on to camera performance. Camera vision of range, you want that max because you want to see everything. So overall camera effects, I leave that off. It's a bit too much to have everything just going on. Workers and pets, I just say hide pets. The work progress is off. I leave on hide certain NPCs. That's fine. Can just leave it like that. Now display settings, we start here on the top by game window. So I leave it on full screen. When I'm watching series and I'm doing fishing or whatever, then I put it onto game window, but that's up to you. That's your preference. Screen resolution 1920 by 1080. So UI scale, I leave that on 100. My crop mode is enabled. As you can see, you can put it display width to the max, display height around there, but that's also up to you. Display quality, texture quality, I leave it on high. It doesn't really matter if I put it on medium or low. I don't really feel like, for example, if I put it on to low, apply, let's see if I get a big difference. I can't remember, but I don't think I did last time. Yep, as you see, if I put it on to low, I still get 74 frames per second. Doesn't matter what I do, I always have 74 frames per second. So I just leave that on high. Graphics, as I said, I'll leave that on medium. The high-end graphics, I'll leave it off. Anti-analyzing, okay, so we've been through all this stuff already. Okay, we've been through all this. Effects, I leave everything basically on 0. Effect occupancy is the only one I change. Oh, and then combat focus. So effect occupancy on 75, combat focus on 100. So this just intensifies the focus of effects during the combat battle. You know, just to make your game more flashy, I guess. That's up to you. Color vision aid, yeah, I don't need that. Camera graphics, so vision of range 100, or you want the max range. The rest is 0, 0. Blur effects, I leave that on 10. Camera angle actions, I leave that on 50. Camera zoom 50. Next one, we can check audio, that's up to you. Not really anything you need to change here unless you want notifications pop up, whispers, alerts. This is all your preference. I don't think I even changed anything in here, to be honest. You could possibly change some things to help with your frames per second, but I highly doubt it'll make a big difference. Okay, general settings, quality of life, aim assist is on, combat assist is on, separable quick slot is on, simplify UI is on, screensaver is off. Can't remember why I put that off, but it's off. Font, strong sword, it's up to you. Show and hide, so names and rankings, I leave that on. Character HP God, I leave that on. Adventure nameplate, adventure name settings, always show family names. This is also, again, all up to you. It's your preferences. Basically, everything here is up to you. It depends if you can handle all the names popping up, and this is your choice. Alerts, okay, well, to be honest, nothing really here will affect your frames per second. Of course, the nameplates and that stuff will affect it a bit, but that's also, you gotta test it. When you go into arenas, if you go into clan battles, if you go into anything, you gotta basically test it and see if it doesn't bother you or anything like that. Alerts, I switch all my alerts off because this game just throws stuff into your face. Personal zone change, okay, that I leave on. War off. Alerts, Black Spirit alerts, okay, that I leave on. That's for just questings. Friend logins, that I leave on. Not that I have much friends in the game, but I leave that on just in case. Central market pre-orders, that I leave on because, you know, you want to keep up to date with your central market and just know where your money is. Mortal danger, that I leave on. Black Shrine first Vanquisher notifications, I leave that on, and I can't remember why, but I leave that on. World map, the opening style, no animation because you want to open it quickly. Set world map camera angle, default angle. Region, I'm obviously, because I'm English, I'll leave that on English. Everything English, basically everything on English. Chat channel, send and receive, yeah, that's your choice. I'll leave that on international. In terms of UI, I leave that on classic. I use the guide arrows because it's not too distracting. Navigation path setting LAN exact. Navigation path in the water, same. Character interactions, I leave that all off. Miscellaneous, I leave that all off except for the auto run camera. Auto run camera speed, I leave that on the highest setting. And I think that's it. So if you think this video helped you, please leave a like. Please subscribe if you want to be part of my community. I'm brand new at this, so it would help a lot if I had a bit of subscribers and a bit of likes and a bit of comments in my videos. I would appreciate that a lot. And 'cause, you know, I really want to become a full-time YouTuber, so I am trying to do better at making videos. I suck at editing. I apologize for that, but I think with time I will get better at it. I just wish I had more time, and the only way to get more time is to get more subscribers and views and watch time hours. I'm not yet monetized, but I would really love to be. So please leave a like, please subscribe if you want to, and you can join the community of gaming time. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you made it to the end, then I appreciate it so much.